Hey yo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? Yet another one of these lunchtime vlogs. Starting a little late today, man. She's been a busy one. Friggin' world's coming down. Like literally, it's snowing out there pretty good. Okay, you can't see it, but trust me on this. It's snowing out there pretty good. So, get up this morning at 6:30, go let the dog out, get him back inside, sit on the toilet, drop ass with class. Yeah, no. A typical start to your everyday morning. Then I go upstairs, sit down at my desk, research some repairs for things I gotta fix today that are on my agenda. They're all fixed. Life is good. Yeah, I tend to work when I'm not working so that I don't have to work when I'm working. Does that make sense to you? Because it makes sense to me. Sometimes it's the way it's gotta be. Skeetily D. I jump over to Facebook to see what's what and what's good and what's happening, what's going on over on Facebook. One cool thing I found out is the Ontario Ford government is looking at scrapping the license plate sticker requirement. I don't know how it is in the other provinces in Canada. In Ontario, every year, or in my case, every 2 years, because I buy 2-year stickers, cost me about $130 for 2 years. I know down in the southern Ontarios, it costs them double for some reason, and I don't understand that logic, but it does, so go north, go north. But anyway, looking at scrapping the sticker plan, and part of the document on CTV News talked about this is going to cost the government, or basically the government will lose over $1 billion in revenue from this program being scrapped of the stickers. Now, I don't understand the purpose of the sticker, unless it's basically to fund the MTO to maintain the roads, because, you know, whatever. Other than that, I don't understand what the point of the sticker ever was. Just it was a cash grab, if you ask me. Because they weren't really certifying the car. They weren't, you could be driving a jalopy with a door missing. Just get your buddy to drop you off at the MTO. Go in. As long as you have your ownership and approximate miles on your car and your driver's license and proof of insurance, you just pay the money. They give you a sticker. You go home, you slap it on your jalopy, and you hit the freaking road. There's no safety inspection involved. There's nothing. So you could be driving the world's biggest shit box and still get a sticker. The only time it's hard to get a sticker is when the car is first done, because you got to show proof of certification and all that stuff. Like when you first buy a used car off of somebody, you got to have the used vehicle package, all that nonsense. So, you don't accidentally buy a car that has a lien on it and then you get freaking screwed over in the long run. But other than that, every year buying a sticker, it's just you're buying a sticker. So I don't understand why they had it. Only thing I can think of is because the government needed money for maintaining roadways and stuff. But I don't think the MTO does that. I could be wrong. I know the MTO has like enforcement officers out there that are taking the truck stations and that are making sure transports aren't driving overweight or whatever the case may be there. But I don't think the MTO does road work, and I could be wrong on that. And if I am, I'm sorry, because I don't know everything in the world, but I can't research this right now. I could ask Google, but she probably wouldn't know. She'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't answer your question. Why don't you just ask me what the weather is? And I'd be like, I don't give a shit about the weather. It's freaking nice out right now. Who cares? Just tell me my answer, damn it. Why are you gonna be so difficult? So then I'm on Facebook and I'm like going through all the news feeds and stuff. And when I come across a news feed from my buddy who is literally showing a before and after weight loss photo because he's taking this product. Like, honestly, I get so sick and tired of seeing my friends selling weight loss products. It doesn't make sense. Okay, yeah, it worked for him when he did it in 2020. He went on the program for 6 months and lost a whole bunch of weight. And then in 2021, he went off the product because his old lady was off work and it was just his paycheck and they couldn't afford it, because honestly, one pack of the mix, it's a drink. It's a keto drink. You're drinking ketone. One pack of this shit is $80 and it's only a week's supply. Okay? Now, it's like, it promotes weight loss. It gives you electrolytes, blah, blah, blah. Wazza, bling, bling. You're drinking ketones. I looked at the contents. I said, can you do me a favor and snap me a shot of the ingredients and the nutritional facts? So I looked at what it has. It has caffeine. It has green coffee bean, or green kaffe, or whatever the hell it's called. It has green tea extract. It has, so right there, those three right there, those are your fat burners. That's going to elevate your heart rate up high enough when you're resting. That's going to promote some fat burn, because now you're pumping more blood, you can move more stuff around, you can do more repair, your body needs more energy to keep that heart rate up. She's going to pull from fat because it doesn't need any burst energy. So that's going to do your fat burn for you. And then it had some vitamin B6, niacin. It had, what was the other stuff? It had some other stuff, which is simple. You can get it from your food, so you don't really need it. And then the ketones were raspberry ketones, which they're good, but you can produce ketones by just burning fat and not eating carbs. So I'm looking at this product going, why don't you just drink coffee? And if you need the electrolytes with sodium and potassium. That's a solution for electrolytes. Like the snake juice I made, okay? I'm gonna give you my grocery list, and this has been going on forever. I bought this here pre-Christmas. This is called Salt Free by Windsor. This stuff is potassium. Okay, I paid $3 for that. And then I bought the same from Windsor, sea salt. This stuff is sodium. Okay, so there's a sodium and potassium. Now, I want a thermogenic. I want a way to boost my heat. You can either go buy yourself a 99-cent pouch of cayenne pepper and put 1/4 teaspoon in your water and chug a lug. Or, if you want to be fancy pants, go out and get yourself some Tabasco sauce, which is literally just liquefied freaking cayenne pepper. Chug a lug that into your water. Then, I like to add a little bit more zing to it. You don't need to do this, but I like to do this. For $10, you get you get 50 packs of matcha tea. You don't need that. I just put that in there so I can get the extra caffeine boost with the extra little bit of benefits from the catecholamines and all that other crap that's in green tea to enhance fat burning, and it helps curb hunger. And then just to add a little bit of acidity and a little bit of gut biome treatment, I throw an ounce of apple cider vinegar, which is this stuff right here, which I'm running a little low on. It's called Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I throw a shot of that into my 1 liter friggin' Freddy versus Jason cup. I blend it all together, mix it all up, and then I sip on it throughout the day. It curbs your hunger. It solves any sort of like when you run out of sodium in your body, you start getting food cravings. Now, if your brain is stupid, you're going to start getting food cravings for like sweets, donuts, cake, whatever, chocolate bar, hot chocolate, pop, something with sugar, because your brain's kind of cross-wired. Some people are like that. I'm like that. So I know when I start getting sweet cravings when I'm doing an extended fast that I don't want a donut. My body wants salt. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to find a way to get salt into my body. And the best way to do it is by drinking that snake juice. Now, the reason why it's deemed snake juice is there's a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his last name. His first name's Cole. He has a channel called The Snake Diet. I mentioned it before. Don't go on there and then be insulted. I'm telling you right now, the guy's crude. He comes across really, really crude. He's really in your face because he promotes the same thing I promote. And this is the reason why my friend got mad. You don't need no fancy products to lose weight. You don't need to join a club. If you're going to join a club, join a freaking gym if you need to get out there and work. You can lose weight on your own at home. You don't need to lift weights. You don't need to ride a bike. You don't need to do anything. You just need to not sit on your ass. Simple enough. Like, I honestly did the test when we were in the office. One day I sat on my ass all day. I put my desk in sit mode, sat on my ass from the moment I got in at 9 to the moment I left at 5, and I was sitting at like 1,700 calories burned on the day. That's pretty garbage. And then the next day I decided to stand all day. Had the desk in upright mode. I was standing. So obviously when you're standing you get tired, so you shuffle around, you stretch your legs, you move them around, and just staying standing is going to boost your heart rate. At the end of the day, I had 2,300 calories burned. That's what, 600 more calories just by not sitting, okay? Now, on top of that, something I like to do upstairs, like if I'm watching a YouTube video, I tend to not sit. I'll get up and I'll just start marching on the spot, doing high knee raises. And, it sounds stupid, but go ahead and do that for 10 minutes. If you have a Fitbit or something that can track your pulse, go ahead and do that and then look at your pulse and realize how high she got. It's a good way to burn calories. Why do you think they have people march in the military, march on the spot? It's a good way to stay in shape and to train your leg muscles if you don't have stuff like I have back here, right? I don't believe in these clubs. Like when I was young, I remember Mom joined Beverly Hills Weight Loss Clinic, okay? It worked. She lost tons of freaking weight. And then she got off the program, wasn't buying their food anymore, and it all came back. You know, I know people who joined Weight Watchers. You get that point system. You can eat food and you can buy their food, and their food has lower points because of reasons. They lost weight. It worked out. They lost tons of weight. But then when they quit the program and quit keeping an eye on what they're eating, well, they pack it all back on again. My method's simple. Like I tell people, listen, I'm going to teach you how to lose weight. It's very freaking simple. Calories in, calories out. Number one, you cannot override thermogenics. You can't do it, all right? Your body takes in fuel. It's like if you have a car and you can only fit 50 liters of gas in it, but you insist on pumping 75 liters of gas in it, so you put a 25-liter jerry can in the back of the trunk and you add 25 liters to the jerry, and then you put your $50 in the tank. Well, yeah, you have 75, you have your overcapacity. So when you run out of that 50, then you can run on your 25. But the problem is people don't do that. People will spend 30 of the 50, then go put another 75 in, so now they're adding more jerry cans to the trunk, increasing the mass, the overall mass of the car, to the point where the damn thing's so weighted down that your suspension starts breaking and stuff, you know? And that's the laws of thermogenics. You cannot lose weight. If you're trying to burn fat, you cannot burn fat if you're eating in surplus calories, because your body is going to store those calories for days where you do not have a surplus of calories coming in. But in today's day and age, we have such calorie dense light foods like bags of potato chips, you know, cakes, processed shit. Like you look at go into the store and just go to the chicken finger aisle. Grab a box of processed chicken fingers off the shelf. Flip it over and look at the calorie. Do we have anything here from the friggin' weekend? Do we have anything here? Where did I put those? I know there's Pogos around here somewhere, probably in the big freezer, and I don't want to move potato pillow. I think one corn dog, all right? I could one-shot a corn dog easily. I'm pretty sure one of those corn dogs is 280 calories. Back in the day, and you guys who've been here forever may remember that I used to have for lunch 4 corn dogs covered in ketchup. And my lunch was what? 560, so yeah, 1120 friggin' calories right there. 1100, oh, give or take, whatever, who cares? Anyway, math isn't my strong point today. My brain's kind of jello molded. We had a rough morning. So yeah, like it's these high calorie dense foods that people are ingesting. So they're literally taking in a lot of calories in a day, but due to the sedentary lifestyle we live, where a lot of the jobs nowadays have you sitting at a desk talking on a phone, you're not burning those calories, therefore they're getting stored as fat for the days when the food ain't flowing. This is the problem. So the reason why keto works so well is because it gets your body in a motion where when it starts running on fat, it doesn't trigger ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, and tells your body, hey, dude, we need more food. We're out of sugar. Your body, when it's fat tuned, is like, who gives a shit about sugar? Look at all this fat we gotta consume. Yay, let's go to town on that. And it starts burning the fat off. Now, you will notice if you try to do any sort of burst motions, like if you're pedaling a bike and then you try to go full tilt like a Peterbilt, you're gonna get gassed way sooner than you would if you were on a carbohydrate diet, which is why athletes like hockey players and cyclists and basketball players and all that, they literally live off a diet of like pasta or something like that before they go hit the friggin' ice or the court or whatever it may be. She sees me pacing and she just stands in my way. You know, like this summer when I was biking and I was putting in 50 kilometers a day, I tried the sweet potatoes the one day and couldn't believe the amount further I could go, the amount harder I could pedal, the better I felt out there. And I'm probably going to use that strat again this summer. Right now I'm doing full-fledged keto, but I'll probably switch to sweet potatoes when I start doing my biking this summer because it worked really freaking well. Now, here's where my buddy got mad at me today. So he posted this thing about this little product he's selling. And of course, the website's selling it for $80, so he's selling it for $100 because he gets $20 profit per package sold. So he's going on and he's like, somebody's like, well, I don't understand what ketones are. And then he basically false, and I don't know why the fact checker didn't pick this up, but probably because they're on his side, who knows. He stated that ketones, you get them from your food. Now, in a way, that's kind of true because you eat fat and then your liver breaks the fat down into ketones to be used for energy. What's stupid is saying you get it from your food without actually explaining how you get it from your food. That was my problem. So I chimed in and I explained, ketones are a product of fat being broken down in the liver. You exhale the waste and the ketones get sent to your system for energy, for non-burst activities. And then I explained how your cardio meters show resting and then fat burn and then cardio. I said, when you're in resting, your body can run on ketones, no problem, flawlessly. It can also run on glucose, no problem, flawlessly. When you're in fat burn, your body will run on ketones, no problem. So if you're doing steady state cardio at a moderate pace, your body will have no problems running on fat. I said, now, when you accelerate and you go full tilt on the bike and your heart rate spikes up there above a $135, you're in cardio mode, your body needs glucose because it's a fast burning, dirty energy that it can just consume, and it can create some mad ATP and it can keep you going for a longer duration than fat will. Like I said, fat you'll just burn out. So I gave all the scientific lowdowns on it, and then she messaged me back and she's like, okay, she's like, that sounds good. And she's like, have you ever tried fasting? And I said, actually, yes, I have, multiple times. And I said, she replied back and she goes, well, my problem with fasting is I'll be fasting and then I get hungry. What can I do to resolve that? So I told her, I said, well, I was about to type it out, but then my buddy got in there and he's like, actually, I sell a product for that too. It's by the same company and it's $150 and you get everything you need for a 7-day fast. So $150 for everything you need for a 7-day fast. You know what you need for a 7-day fast? You need nothing. You just don't eat. Drink water. It comes out of the freaking tap if you live in a place where you have tap water. Otherwise, buy bottled water. You know? Drink black coffee. Drink green tea. Don't put sweetener in it. Don't add cream. You don't need a product. If you're consuming a product, if it has calories, you're not fasting at this point. All right? If anything, now you're causing a catabolic failure in your body. If you consume calories while in a fast, your body will never meet the growth hormone stage where it can preserve muscle tissue. That's one of the things. People go, well, I'll just eat less. Okay, if you're going to eat less, consume 1,200 calories a day. Because if you don't, your body goes into a catabolic shutdown, starts consuming muscle for energy. You don't want that. Nobody does. And then, like, I chimed in after I read his post and I'm like, if you get hungry during your fast, you don't need no special product. So literally the problem is you're low on salt. Your body's tripping ghrelin because it wants salt and you're getting cravings for whatever. I said, sometimes I get cravings for fried chicken because there's tons of sodium in it. I get the breaded kind, which is not keto, but I don't give a shit. It's delicious. I drive it in my face hole. I feel happy. I said, or I get sometimes, not very often, but sometimes I get a craving for something sweet, like a candy bar. And she replied back, she goes, yes, that's my problem. I get cravings for Aero bars. And I'm like, so I replied back and I said, yes, this is actually a misfunction in the brain. You're low on sodium, your electrolytes are low. I'm like, you probably noticed when you're walking around and you feel kind of stiff and you're kind of crampy. And she replied back and said, yes, that's exactly the problem. I said, it's because your electrolytes are low. I said, when you do a fast or you go into keto, because you don't have a lot of carbohydrates in your body, you drop a lot of water weight, which is why people who go on keto for the first time ever will shed like 15, 20 pounds in a week and think, holy shit, this is the best diet in the world ever. Like they'll just drop 20 pounds in 7 days. You know, it makes those magazine articles you see in the grocery store actually look relevant. But all you're doing is you're just flushing out all the water weight. And I told her that. I'm like, so when you flush out all the water weight, you're also flushing out all your electrolytes and it causes a problem. I said the solution for that. And then I told her about the snake juice. And I'm like, literally, it's cheap. And then while I was typing out that document, my buddy replied back and he's like, actually, we sell an electrolyte mix. It's $40. You get 10 shots. So literally what it is, it's just a powder you add to your water with sodium, potassium, and fruit juice. So it makes it taste like Kool-Aid or Gatorade. And $40. $40. Hey, did you know there's a price on weight loss? I didn't. I'm finding all this out today. There's a price on weight loss, people. Order now. Operators are standing by. 1-800-NO-FAT or whatever. I don't know. I can't friggin' make phone numbers apparently. He's going off about it, and that's when I dropped the cheap solution for snake juice. I told her, I said, literally, this is all I do. I take a 1 liter container, I add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of no salt, and then mix it up and down the hatch. I'm like, I said, I sip on, sorry, not down the hatch. I said, I sip on it all day long. Every time I get a craving or anything, I just have some snake juice, and she goes away, and I'm like, I was able to use this solution, and I fasted for 31 days in January 2019, and the weight loss benefit was great, and I didn't lose that much muscle mass. If anything, I don't think I lost any. I probably lost some. There's always a drop when you fast, especially for that long of a duration. And then she was like, wow, after losing all that weight, did you have any belly sag? And I said, actually, no, because of autophagy. And then I broke down the explanation of what autophagy is. Basically, Greek for consume thyself, where your body will consume old damaged cells and create new cells. Pretty cool shit. So I explained all this to her, and then my buddy messages me on Facebook, and he's like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, what? And he's like, why are you taking away my clients? He's like, how am I supposed to make ends meet if I can't sell my products? And I just kind of paused and went, really? Really? I'm like, once again, why are you putting a price on weight loss? And I told him flat out, I'm like, dude, you went on this plan in 2020. You went off the plan because you couldn't afford it. In 2021, when your old lady was laid off, and you were the sole one working. And then you both packed on a whole bunch of weight. Now that she's got her job back, you're going back on it and you're trying to sell the product really hard. I'm like, there is no product for weight loss. It's all about willpower and not eating bullshit. You don't need to buy any special things. You can do this all from your local grocery store. And he got so mad, and then he ended up blocking me on Facebook, so I couldn't see his posts anymore and educate people. I just laugh because I see all these weight loss things. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that I was doing a day-long fast. Oh no, I was going to do a fast. And then I was doing OMAD, I think I mentioned. I was doing 1 meal a day last week. And somebody said, well, I eat 1 meal every other day. And I was like, you know what? I used to do that, and that was highly effective. So like on weightlifting days, like today's not a weightlifting day. We destroyed ourselves yesterday. So tomorrow, I'm going to get in the arena and I'm going to just slam some plates, and then I will consume food. And then the next day I won't, and that'll be a cardio day. See, fasted cardio is a great way to burn fat, but you don't want to go like high intense interval trainings or anything stupid like that. You want to just keep it moderate pace, get the heart rate up, not too crazy, just burn some fat, get the heart rate up. You'll increase autophagy, you'll get things cleaned up. Like I kind of have an overhang. You guys all saw it on the videos there. My belly sticks out. You know it. I know it. But showing that on the videos, you know, it's kind of self-conscious, but it also motivates me to better myself and lose the damn weight and become the person I was, 2019 when I was down to like 210 pounds and I didn't have my gut hanging out over my pants. So yeah, guys, once again, like I say, you don't need any special items for weight loss. All you need is willpower, a little bit of household spice, and you can do it yourself. You don't need to fork out money. You don't have to buy books on keto. Guess what? If you have the www World Wide Web, hop on there. Tons of resources. I even keep my keto friggin' recipes simple. I keep it very simple. I live by the KISS standard. Keep it simple, stupid. Because people who overcomplicate their recipes, who have to make these like friggin' extravagant dishes for every keto, yeah, that shit gets old really fast. You get sick and tired of cooking like that, and then you fall off the wagon and you're ordering Domino's in no time. I keep it very simple. Steak, broccoli, if I'm gonna make a stew, I make a big batch, I Tupperware a bunch in the fridge, and I have that throughout the week. If I'm gonna make like a keto chili, I'll do the same. I'll make a big batch, drill it in the fridge, deal with it throughout the week. I don't believe in making spending 2 hours to make a meal you're gonna consume in 10 minutes. To me, feels like a waste of time. Unless you're doing it with like a loved one and you're having fun in the kitchen, just trying out new recipes and stuff, that's different. But if it's an everyday ordeal where you got to come home and make custom sauces for your steak and custom sauces for your vegetables that are all keto, and you got to make a custom keto freaking dressing and all this crap here, and you got to hand pick and freaking nonsense and bullshit the stuff to make it good, it's not worth it. You don't need that. Just keep it simple and you'll find that you'll start losing weight in no time. And like I say, you don't even need to do exercise. Weight loss is 80% nutrition, 20% physical activity. Eat less than you burn, the weight will come off. Simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy. No magic pill needed, no magic powder to your water needed. Just play it smart and you'll get there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. My little rant on weight loss. I know you're all probably sick and tired of that shit, but I better go check to see if I got to get back into work because I've been pretty much talking for 45 minutes straight and I'm probably late. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.